that in the eponymous book Yawa Fiesta, or Blood Festival, written by Jose Maria Arguedas, the Peruvian author who was known as the Hemingway of the Andes, the central spectacle at these village festivals, the battle between the condor and the bull, never actually takes place. The book centers on a village bullfight, but the custom of tying a condor to the back of a bull is referred to as something that happened in the past. Nonetheless, for many, the book is a justification of the practice, just as Arguedas was a champion of the marginalized customs of the Andes.
The term Yagua Fiesta definitely comes from Arguedas. He seems to have coined that term for the title of his book. Before that, it was known as Toro Pucay, which is a Quechua Spanish mixed word meaning games with the bull, basically. But it was very unclear how the condor participated in these, if there was always a condor involved, and really when this originated. But I think what is very clear from talking to people is this has changed an awful lot in the last 40 years. Many people, often as a result of their belief of the importance culturally of the Yagua Fiesta because of Arguedas' book, have begun to do Yagua Fiestas. They've adapted it, it's transitioned, and many of these towns that say, oh, it's a very important tradition for us, have actually only been doing it 20, 30, 40 years. This isn't a thing that goes back centuries.
Williams and a team of local zoologists are worried about the condor's future. He estimates there are only between 300 to 500 left in Peru. One of the team, Jose Luis Jara, says while they're powerless to stop the Yawa Fiestas, they try to monitor them to protect the condor.
Mi recomendación sería de que, por ejemplo, el momento de subirlo al toro tengan más cuidado, ¿ya? Para que de repente no esté tan cerca que pueda el toro golpearlo tal vez en la cabeza, no podríamos saber, ¿no? Pero es mejor que tengan mucho cuidado al momento de manejar, que sean personas que conozcan cómo lo amarran, deben ser personas que manejen muy bien la forma en cómo lo pongan al toro, ¿no? Y ahora, no sé, en la liberación deben de ser un poco más ordenados, ¿no?
One of the world's largest birds, it's also one of the slowest breeders, so its population can be easily impacted. And while some villagers revere the bird, others detest it. Dressed for the festivities, Catalona Victor Tello would be happy to see less condors.
Yo odio a ese animal porque soy granadero. Al año come 5 becerros, hasta 10 se come de los vecinos más. Los granderos vivimos en la altura, en el campo, con harto ganado. Yo soy el que tengo más ganado acá en el sitio bello.
So why has this tradition become such a fixture in the mountains and valleys of Apurimac? More than 50 are held a year, each one using several condors. For the patron of the festival, Samuel Rojas, it's a proud day. He's brimming with emotion as he's draped in an embroidered cloak and showered with praise and beer. I caught up with him the next day. Drinking through his hangover, he explains the mantle had been passed down from his father.
Sin cóndor es muy triste a veces, pues no se siente cómodo. Así es.
¿La gente está decepcionada?
Sí, puede decepcionarse, a veces ya no atrapan y a veces ya la gente tampoco no va a la corrida.
Entonces, en ese año ha sido exitoso, ¿no?
Sí, en realidad a veces ahí por su factor suerte también atrapan. Por ejemplo, para este año que es mío, atraparon solamente en mediodía. Y estoy orgulloso de ser que me ha atrapado.
Born in this small village, he's scrimped and saved, working as a garment merchant in Lima to fund the celebrations this year. When the condor is released, he's there to share the moment with the other villagers. The bird is thanked with gifts of money and a colourful scarf. But for all the reverence and gratitude, no one really knows what will become of this exhausted and possibly injured bird once it has glided out of sight. Yawa Fiestas, combined with the other threats to the condor, could push this rare bird, this symbol of the Andes, to the point of no return. It would be a sad day indeed when the Apu Condor no longer flies in Peruvian skies.
That was Dan Collyns reporting. Dozens of communities across Peru hold blood festivals, and the method to capture the condors may vary from village to village, but all seem to lure them by using dead animals as bait. Once the giant bird lands, it's surrounded, then caught. Environmentalists estimate that 10 to 20% of condors caught die as a result of the ritual. That brings us to the conclusion of our broadcast this week. You can find us on the web at cctv-america.com, and you can also find us on Facebook at cctvamerica.com.